Grayson. Grayson. Can you say bye?
Bye.
Can you say love you?
Yellow.
Love you too, pal. Awesome. Okay, we are gonna have a great day. The scoots is situated, and it's time to go rule the day. So, what I wanted to talk about today is actually something that's been on my mind a lot recently. I'm gonna turn this down so I don't have any interference. So, since leaving my startup, I've joined with a company called Nozani, and Nozani does Amazon management and optimization. Pretty cool gig. We're probably gonna do some collaborations. We'll see. But I'm on a team there that helps to understand businesses and where they're at and what they need, and then we have a whole bunch of services that can kind of fill in. And so I talk with business owners all day long. That is all I'm doing, is just calling business owners and getting to know why their Amazon sucks. And because their Amazon sucks. Most people's Amazon is really bad. Even the big brands, Kellogg's, 3M has some work to do, but they're doing a lot better. I mean, you name it. Huge brands. And I get the question all the time from people, why do I get bad reviews? Actually, let me rephrase that. I ask them why they have bad reviews. And there's two camps of people. The first camp of people are the people that I can't stand. And that's the one that blames the customer. They've got 100 2-star reviews, and it's making their average go super down, and they're not ranking very well, and they're like, we've got this awesome product, why aren't the customer just doesn't understand, the customer is doing it wrong. Like we give them all these chances to learn about the product and how to use it, and they just don't do it. So that group of people, those people don't give a crap about the customer. They have not taken any responsibility, and thus are basically just a bad business owner. I mean, I'll generalize there and say that anyone who blames the customer is not fit for business. The second camp is a really awesome camp of people who are just kind of they're founded in reality, and they're gonna do well. And it's those that blame themselves. When I ask them, they'll say, oh, it's probably because we didn't quite communicate the value properly, or maybe we're just not reaching them well enough, or we're not having enough follow-up. And those people, lots of potential there, because those are things that you can adjust. Those, because when you blame the customer, you're playing the victim, and there's nothing that you can actually do about that. If you constantly think that your customers are just junk, then your product is probably junk, honestly. So that's one thing to keep in mind. You also, there's one thing that I kind of want to mention about if anybody's marketing their products on Amazon and wants to do it right, you have to make sure that you do a couple of things. If you want to get good reviews, right? Kind of the secret sauce is not these email systems. It's not the viral launches and the Jumpsins of the world. Although those platforms have their place and you should probably use them at some point, they aren't to be relied on. The first thing, like if you're brand spanking new to Amazon and you want to get some traction, you got to make sure to go out to a bunch of your friends and family and have them buy the product. Now, Amazon has this weird policy that says if they can match any of the IP addresses with the accounts that purchase from Amazon to your business account, that they'll flag it and they'll call it unverified. So you don't want an unverified review, because that doesn't really help you rank at all. It's just a number, and then people don't trust it. Most people just assume that it's written by someone that you hired in China. So really the first thing is just like, if you have out of state friends, say, hey, look, buy my product, I'll even reimburse you for it. That's not believing in your product very much, but it's an easy way to do it. Sell your product to your friends and family. Say, hey, go and buy it and leave me a review. And if you don't love me. Just tell them that. Tell your mom that. She'll be sure to do it. and post on Facebook as much as you can and get the traction, right? Rank on Amazon is determined by consistency of sales and consistency of reviews. So you need to make sure that you start off on the right foot, and you can even like try to plan it so that the reviews go up and up, because that's how those, when you see someone that has like 2,000 reviews and then there's someone like 2 below them that has 16, and you're like, what the heck, like how are these 2 products comparable? It's because the latter had just reached the same relevancy score as the first by how consistently they were getting sales and the rate at which that was growing. So Amazon saw, hey, this product's hot and trending, let's throw it in the front of the pack. So that's one thing, is go have your friends and family do it. And the next one, the final point that I want to make about getting reviews on Amazon is to just set proper expectations. And for a lot of business owners that have these products they've either developed or they've spent this time sourcing, they're really emotionally attached to them, and they say, man, like my products are so awesome, they're the highest quality, they're Turkish cotton gilded on the edges, whatever. They have all these reasons for why it's really sweet, and their product is maybe like a 6 out of 10 product. It's not that great. You have to keep in mind that the expectations that your customers have, if you do not meet or exceed those, you will get less than a 5-star review. And so if you have a 6 out of 10 product, it doesn't make sense for you to position it as a 5-star product, because nobody is going to leave that level of a review. So if you position it as a 6 out of 10 product that is going to, it's cheap, it's going to get the job done, and it's going to provide value and have its place in their life, then they'll understand that and they'll go, okay, I'm not expecting it. All right. Sorry, somebody called. What was I saying? Okay, well, I'm probably gonna cut this right here, but if you have a 6 out of 10 product and you position it as a 5-star product, then people are gonna be disappointed. But if you position it as this, not that great but sufficient product, and then people have an experience that's at par with how you've described it, or even better, then you're gonna get a review. It's all about exceeding expectations, and a lot of people don't do that. They try to throw all these lavish words. They try to rank for keywords that really should be reserved for luxury items, luxury goods. And as there's more and more kind of high ticket items transitioning onto Amazon, that's going to be critical for you to differentiate yourself. If you're a $40 product, then you need to position yourself as a $40 product. You're not this, $260 luxury bag. You are, you're just a normal regular bag, and people are going to have a great time with you. College students are going to dig it, and they're going to leave reviews because, you're awesome. So I don't really have too much more to say on that. Getting reviews is an art. We have some pretty good systems. Obviously, send the emails, send them into as many like groups that you can, LinkedIn groups, Facebook groups. Just get your product out there. And if you are not consistently hustling for reviews, you're never going to get to the first page. So I'm pulling up to the office now. It's been great. Please subscribe below, or go to YouTube and subscribe. I don't really know how the posting stuff works on here, but I'm figuring it out. And I post new ideas pretty much every day, and so stay tuned. We're just going to talk about business all the time, no Lincoln.